Roll camera. Mics up. And action.
Live from Australia, streaming around the world. The most cinematic podcast of your week awaits. This is Bottomless Popcorn with your host, Morgan Brown.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Bottomless Popcorn. My name's Morgan, and on today's episode of Bottomless Popcorn, we have a very talented musical guest on our show. If you're from Newcastle and you've ever been out and about and seen any live music, there's a strong chance you've seen our guest. His name is Komiti, and we're going to jump straight into this week's episode. So please make welcome Komiti.
Hey everyone, my name's Komiti. I'm from Newcastle. And my last movie I've seen was actually here at home. Actually, I actually watched Independence Day, so I watched it last night. So another classic film. Will
Very
Smith,
good.
Huge fan of Will Smith.
Yeah, massive. That is a huge one too. That hasn't come. I've done a couple episodes, and that one hasn't come up yet. I thought it would come up pretty early, so I'm glad you've finally mentioned it. Thanks so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited to talk. Really excited to talk to you about these because you've picked some pretty great films, and I can't wait to talk about them with you. How have you been anyway? How have you?
Thanks for having me. Yeah. Well, we're living in some crazy times at the moment, so
Absolutely.
you know, also being a newy muso, it's so all our works have just been cut. So yeah, it's hit us hard, especially with you know, some of us work, that's our day job, like it's full on music, and I'm kind of lucky that I do have a another job. I'm a support worker. I'm a disability support worker, so I was lucky to I had that job from part-time. But I just feel for my other muso friends, you know, have lost everything, and it's just such a bad time at the moment. But you know, we're all getting through. Yeah, day by day.
Yeah, definitely. It's tough for everyone, and especially when you can't get to the movies as much as you would like as well.
And
right?
that's right. Tough. Yeah, exactly. Because you know, because I'm a diehard movie fan. I love everything. It's just like music. I love every genre of music. I like every genre of movie, like action, comedy, romance, rom-com, drama, you name it. Like, yeah. As a kid, I think every day I think I just they used to call me like Video Easy because everyone would come to my house. Yeah, everyone would come to my house and borrow DVDs, and I'm like, I got my eye on you. I know which one you're taking.
That's a one-night rental, and I want it back tomorrow. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Especially with my family.
Yeah,
they end up getting lost, and
no, very good.
But yeah, I'm missing the movies, and the smell of that fresh popcorn with Maltesers, and
absolutely,
and the choc top. Oh yeah,
yeah.
But
all right. Yeah. Let's jump straight into it. We're going to head to the movies today, and we're going to watch your 4 favorite films. But I think we should stop at the candy bar first. So what snacks are we going to pick up before we go in there?
We are getting snacks. We're getting large popcorn with Maltesers, my caramel choc top.
Yeah.
I always what else? That's it. That's what usually my cousin Naz would grab this the duo, but she sometimes gets the what's the other name? What's the ones with the raspberry choc or something? There's a new
like the chocolate coated raspberries and stuff. Yeah.
She's addicted to them now. I'm like, oh, awesome.
Yeah, but, nice. Yeah. Are you just to check before we move on? When you get your popcorn and your Maltesers, are they staying separate or are you mixing in?
I'm a dunk that in. That's where it goes. And like in the movie, I know what a popcorn and like the Malteser feels like. So I'm like, get the ratio right. Yeah, okay. It's usually finished by the time the first trailers are in. So
yeah. Same with most of us, I think, man. Especially when we finally get back, right? I'm definitely going to be buying a couple of boxes to take in.
Sounds good.
Do you remember the first movie you ever saw at the movies?
Oh man, you know what? I actually think I do. I think year 6 or 7. And I went and watched A Bug's Life. I think, and
what
What
one
a
of the
first
early
movie
Pixar
to,
ones.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. We'll have to Google what year that was released, and
I'm pretty sure it's like 2000. No, like 1999.
99. Oh,
I think.
Yeah, let's
Bugs. 1998. Wow.
Okay, well there you go. In year 8, so 1998.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a school excursion, and
yeah, nice.
Yeah, I don't think I Yeah. So I lived on Derby Street. So we went to the one on King Street. What's it called?
The Tower one.
The Tower one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an old school place now. That's a museum.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not even open anymore. It's closed down.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a bug's life. I went with my music class, and and what a great movie.
Absolutely. That's awesome. What's a film that you remember seeing, but you remember it more for the experience around seeing it rather than the actual movie itself?
Avatar.
Yeah.
I was there on the release, and everyone got their 3D sunnies, and it was shoulder to shoulder packed.
Yeah.
And just, I think it was everyone was just, I think they were just amazed at a film like it's something brand new and fresh. The whole, because we didn't really do the 3D thing, because the 3D thing it was a very American kind of thing, and it was only like a red and blue that cellophane paper. Yeah, but this was like proper 3D. It was like things actually come out in 3D, and I think that experience was just awesome, and you can just look around and everyone's reactions, and that was another great movie, Avatar. Yeah, I think I watched it like
people
twice.
Randomly lifting their hands up, in the theater, trying to touch stuff
through the jungle.
No, very good. If movies are based on like books or novels, like comic books, stuff like that, do you read those, or are they something like you see the movie then you go to it, or do you tend to follow anything like that?
In high school, I was a little read a little bit. A big Paul Jennings fan, but I don't know. I think I watched I read the first 2 Harry Potter series, and then I think movies with me, I just visually am better and just watching and taking it in. And everyone tells me, Komiti, you gotta watch, read the book. It has it. That's great, but I just think, I think I'll probably fall asleep or get bored.
No, I agree.
That's my honest opinion. Because I need to be in the moment and all that.
And it's much quicker. Like, it's just in and out.
Exactly.
You know how long it's going to go for, whereas a book can be quite some time, I think.
Yeah.
We've got a trailer coming up. It's the first trailer of the screening here. All
right.
And it's your 4th favorite film, and it's The Sound of Music.
Have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music.
The music, that was the first thing. But this movie, the reason why it's in my top 4, it's a family movie. So I grew up. I remember, I think it was in year 3. Yeah. And every time the movie come on, like a Friday night, the family would get together. Back when all the families had one TV. We all sitting down and just watching something, the same thing as a family. And I think just those home feels, that is part of the reason why I like the movie. And the movie itself, it's like, because I'm a musician, I'm a huge fan. I just, the whole story plot of it. I think how the storyline of her following, not really following a dream, really. I think music kind of saved her. So I think I always have believed music is a powerful thing. It's a universal language, and it's magic. But in this movie, they just the score, the whole and it's still played to this day, and it's still a classic. That's why I love it.
When I remember when the first lot of lockdowns lifted and cinemas were playing old stuff, this was one of the ones that came back for a week or two, I think, and played some sessions, which was cool to see. This film obviously came out long before you or I were born too. So is this one that your parents were really into as children and then have kind of passed down to you and your family?
Yeah, absolutely. My brother is doing the same to his kids, and
Yeah.
he played it the other, I think, a couple of weeks ago. He and they and they want to watch it again. So, and it's like a
nice.
pretty long movie. It's like nearly 3 hours,
almost 3 hour movie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
and they requested to watch it. So, and they're five and six and seven. Yeah,
and that's mental.
Yeah, so I just think music, in part of and the whole two worlds coming together, and in the movie, and just that contrast, and then in the end they. She falls in love. Classic love story.
Yeah. No, nice. You sent me a list of movies today, so I looked up a bit of trivia for each of them. I thought you might be interested in too. So at the time the movie was being filmed, Mary Poppins hadn't come out just yet. So in between takes, Julie Andrews would sing Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious to the children actors to keep them entertained. And they thought she was so incredible because she was just making it up on the spot. But in fact, she'd actually made it about a year prior, and they just hadn't seen it yet, which I thought was quite cool.
There you go.
The Von Trapp family house, is two separate houses, one for the front and one for the back. They don't actually quite match.
I knew that one.
I didn't realize when I saw it, but I think that's quite cool. And then the film was released when it was released, in South Korea. It did so much business, but because of its length, it was only able to be shown like 4 times a day per
I get you.
So a theater owner in Korea re-edited the film himself, but removed all of the musical elements to be able to play it one extra time a day, which is the part that's most known for. Like, I don't understand how that.
This is not the sound of silence. This is the sound of music.
Exactly. How crazy is that?
What?
I couldn't believe that one when I read it. I was like, that can't be. There's no chance that's true.
But I know there's one more thing in when they're in they're singing in the boat when they're floating back to the house. And they see the new governess, and then they all shout, "No, hello!" Well, the director was actually like, "Please, to Julia, please don't fall back," because the boat flips forward and all the children fall forward and she falls back, and there's no one to save the youngest girl, and she drowned for like 2 seconds. And they had to, but the shot was there. It was one shot. And they used it.
It worked.
And now I look back and I'm like, oh damn!
Every time you see the one girl go backwards, you just panic. Very good.
Jeez.
All right, I'll move on. I've got a couple more questions for you.
All right.
This one you can probably answer 2 ways, and I think I'll be very surprised if you did not have an answer for each way you could answer this one.
Okay.
What film do you think has the best soundtrack? So like pop music, like radio played music, and then what has the best score? So like the orchestral music that runs through it.
Okay. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, best songs.
Yep.
Oh, there's too many. See, I thought The Wedding Singer had the best like soundtrack, because I think every song in that was, I might be wrong, but and the other one, what was the other one? It was the best,
and like the original score, so the orchestral music. That
I have a feeling Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's a pretty iconic one.
Yeah. There's Forrest Gump.
Yep.
What else is there? Oh my gosh. Give me a clue.
Yeah. This is your answers, man. These are your movies.
Geez, I can't think of the spot. There's too many movies with good scores. Independence Day, Home Alone had a great score. The first 1 and 2. And I think they actually on purposely booked the person that worked with Steven Spielberg to do the score for Home Alone 1. When you hear that Christmas music.
Yep.
Geez. Put me on the spot. But best music. Ooh. No, I can't think.
That's all right. We'll come back to that one if you want. We'll move on. Okay. All right. What do you think you can probably answer this one 2 ways as well.
All right.
Like the best looking film. So it could be the way it's shot and the camera moves, or everything within the frame you think is really good looking? So like the sets, the costume, the overall aesthetic of the film.
See, all the questions you're asking me, I'm going classics because that's such a classic, like, answering movie. I'm not really answering with like, anything from like 2010 onwards.
Yeah.
But you know what? Forrest Gump's up there. Like, they, for what they did back then with the technology to be amazing at what they did, is I just think that movie was brilliant.
Yeah.
But are you talking about cinematically, like how beautiful shot?
Yeah, like to you, what do you think is like just the best looking?
Avatar.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go classic answers rather than anything from, because I know it's easier to film something more beautiful today than you can do back in the day, if that makes sense.
For sure. No, I know what you mean. Like it's easier to achieve things when back then it was definitely much harder and they had to like work to achieve it for sure. What about the funniest film you've ever seen? What's the funniest film you think you've ever seen?
Okay, now I have to go to 2000.
Okay.
It has to be White Chicks. I know it's just just a laugh out loud film. We're not talking Oscars here, but it's just that, like, when you're in stitches, the laugh when you can't breathe. That's the laugh.
What you had in that one.
Yeah. White Chicks, especially watching it with your family, like, I feel sorry for the neighbors. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there's so many other classics, like, Mrs. Doubtfire, huge fan. All the what else is there? Yeah. But I think White Chicks was the stuff that has the most.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree. That is ridiculously funny, that one. We'll go to the opposite end of that spectrum now, if you like. Okay. What do you think is the saddest film that you've ever seen?
Oh, do you know what? I'm actually a sook when it comes to films. Like, hey, like, like something that's like a rom-com or something. I'm I'm such a sook when it comes to good films. But I think The Notebook's up there, but I think there's more. I think there's more than The Notebook. I think that's super cheesy, but saddest. Oh man, you have put me on the spot, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think there are some great movies that had sad moments.
Yep.
But sad movie, like, it's just, wow, sad movie. Remember the Titans, but it finishes with victory.
Yeah.
Hidden Figures, it's not sad, but these are more
that definitely has a lot of moments in it though.
There's moments in there really where when she stood up to him in front of everyone, and in the cinema I had to just hold my breath. I was just like, that was hard to watch. That was very hard to watch. The Help, all those kind of movies, like in the movie, and I think they portrayed the roles. I think the actors had to go there to get that moment, and but that Hidden Figures scene when she had to fight just to have a cup of coffee in the same room with them, I just thought, brilliant. And
that movie is definitely like lots of those littler moments, like building up to that one too.
Absolutely.
Like about how they have to go to a different building
just to go to the bathroom, though. It has The Color Purple, actually, that's a sad movie. I love that movie. That's a heart pull string. Definitely the classics. I think a lot of movies have those moments of just heartstring pull, that kind of moment, but not just sad overall. Because I know they finish in the end rejoicing and a big triumph. For
sure. All right, we'll go to another little bit of that spectrum again. What about the scariest film that you've ever seen?
Scream 1. No, I'm kidding. Scary movie. Do you know what? What's that movie with? Is it the not Shawshank Redemption, the other one where Green Mile. That's not scary per se, but just I don't know. There's some tones in there that I kind of get chills. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. I haven't heard anyone like describe that film before, but I can see
especially,
it. Yeah.
The scene where they find him in the field. I'm just like, oh, it's like but scary. I like watching scary movies, but I don't get scared.
Yeah.
I think the last one I went and watched with my cousin was the what was the last one? The one where she has like a power to sense things. What's her name? Just released literally recently in the cinema. Conjuring? No. The one with the doll.
Oh, yeah, that's The Conjuring. Is it number 3 though? Is it?
Yeah, that one.
The Devil Made Me Do It.
Yes, that one.
Okay, yeah.
I went and watched that, but like they're more suspense rather than scary. Like like quiet scene and then the door slams and you're like, oh, yeah. But it's not like scary per se. I've seen The Ring and I've seen,
No, I get you. That's good. What has a film ever made you mad? Like watching it, like you just get like furious, maybe about the subject or just characters being dumb, doing like unrealistic things. Yeah,
and that just proves how awesome their acting is because they made me feel that. Like I hate it. So it's Once We're Warriors.
Okay.
So you've seen it, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So when she gets beaten up, and she stayed with him the next, and I'm just like, you're yelling at the TV, like, leave him, like. Your daughter has it's just that movie. Oh, that's hard to watch that movie. Yeah. So that brings, that makes me mad. That's probably why I don't watch it anymore. But yeah,
that's just when you stopped. You don't go back to anymore.
Yeah, I kind of don't. I just want to be in a good, feel good headspace, and I feel like that movie, and that just proves how good the movie is because he portrayed that a character. Because that's what you want to feel. You want to hate him. Yeah.
And I guess that had a lasting effect on you, whether it's positive or negative, I guess is a debatable thing if that's their intention or not. But I mean, it's definitely created an impression, which is cool.
Yeah.
Let's move on to your second trailer now, and it is Jumanji, the 1995 Jumanji.
Hello, I'm rolling now.
Billy who?
I'm gonna roll.
Well, what are you, an owl? What? Come on, Madam Serena, why don't you dig in the lower reaches of your higher consciousness
Here, just roll.
and find the memory of your old boyfriend, Billy?
The little kid who used to steal your bicycle?
No, the big kid who probably took you to the movies.
Don't be
so you probably didn't
fooled, it
really
isn't
explain this
thunder. Staying put would be a blunder.
No, you're immature.
You are.
No, you're the one. I know you are, but what am I? Oh, Frank, do you feel that? Run! It's a stampede! It's a game!
This was, I think, another, old school classic that I grew up with. I'd be at Video Easy and I'd be like, you're looking through the shelves and, here's a VHS. Just a huge Robin Williams fan. I think this is a movie also, that was ahead of their time with the technology of what they had to do with this movie to create a world of like a jungle. It
was like the second film to do visual effects, like after the first Jurassic Park, I think.
There you go. I knew they would have had some sort of relation with the whole. Yeah. Okay, I can see that. But yeah, love the storyline. Yeah, even though what's it rated? Is it
I think it's only PG, which is quite surprising because I remember seeing this when I was younger too and thinking
and it was
that was actually quite scary.
Especially
Van Pelt, just the hunter, I found really scary. The stampede, just the animals. And
not
stuff.
Just that, just the zooming in of the to the suitcase and that drum beat. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's why I'm scared.
Yeah, no, very good.
The score in that movie was just oh my gosh. Yeah. So even though we were watching it in like year 5 and 6 primary school, I was actually pretty scared of some of those scenes. And but I love they're just a home feel, like those movies. Yeah, you can just watch them again and you feel like you're at home.
Yeah, they got a big nostalgia factor to them, which I think is also largely why the newer films are as successful as they are. Like, I know they're not with Robin Williams, but I think they kind of did enough right that they still have a similar enough feeling.
Yeah, and I know they paid homage to him in the movie, and but yeah, I've noticed the pattern of movies happening at the moment. You know, I think a lot of them are doing, you know, not remakes, but like a, what do you call it?
Like rebooting, or
a
kind of not quite a remake, not quite a sequel kind of thing.
Sequel-ish. Yeah. I think everyone's just run out of ideas.
It sounds about right, man. I agree. I did some trivia searching for this one as well, and some of these blew my mind. The board game, like the screen-used board game, Jumanji, that features in the film, became really popular. That a screen-used one in the year 2014 sold for $60,800.
Oh my goodness!
Imagine that.
Wow,
that is insane.
Yeah, I'd believe it. Yeah,
I just like, what?
The diehards would get it. Yeah,
it's mental, and you can buy it at like Big W and stuff. For like
Big W wouldn't
$50.
Yeah, put some dirt on it. Like, this is
exactly the same. Robin Williams gets top billing and is the main character, Alan Parrish, but he does not appear until 28 minutes into the movie.
Is Alan Parrish the main character? The main character?
Yeah.
Wait,
would you not think so?
Wait, I mean, are you talking about the father?
Robin Williams' character.
Okay. I mean, I thought so you said Robin Williams comes in 28 minutes into the movie. Okay. I thought you said dad. I was like,
no. Really? I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's crazy. But when you think about it, there's that whole scene at the beginning when he's a child. Yeah. Then it goes to the newer kids that come and move into the house. And I was like, actually, then they have to find the game.
Yep.
And so 28 minutes goes by, which is half an hour, or an episode of like The Big Bang Theory or something like that, until he even shows up, which is crazy.
Yeah, usually movies these days are like an hour 30. So he only worked for an hour.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? And then I couldn't believe this, because now I kind of imagine that film any other way. But the director is a guy called Joe Johnson. And he had strong reservations about even casting Robin Williams because he had a reputation of improvisation, and they didn't think it would gel well with the script they had written for the film.
Oh my goodness!
Can you imagine that film not with Robin Williams?
Yeah, exactly. Who would they have gotten? Like,
that's crazy to me.
Yeah, no, it had Robin all the way. With Robin Williams, he can do. Yes, he's good at improv, but then he has that ability to have that lovable character, and you just fall in love with him. That's the thing, and that's what you need. But oh my gosh, I don't see anyone.
That's crazy to me too. I couldn't believe it.
I only found out not long ago that Alan, the father, is
Van Pelt as well.
Oh
yeah,
blew my mind.
Crazy, right? Which is apparently that's a thing in Peter Pan too. Apparently, where the dad in Peter Pan is all like in live action or voicing is generally always the same actor the dad plays Captain Hook.
Wow.
Which is probably where that is taken from. Like that's stuff I just never noticed when I watched it the first time through, but now I will see it every time. I'll move on again. I've got a couple more questions for you. Do you try and watch films that like are award winning or award nominated, and do you believe that's actually a good indication of their quality?
That's a good question. I don't necessarily watch it because they won an Oscar, like you say, this movie won an Oscar, and I'm like, I'm gonna go watch that after work. I don't know. I think I have to have a certain interest in the movie. I love true story movies. But I gotta still have that kind of interest in it before I can watch specifically like a drama, something like a long movie. I still kind of what's the word?
I feel like my like cinema or movie preferences leans really mainstream, so there feels to be a bit of a disconnect between those kind of films and the ones I really like. Like I don't find like many fall into the same category of the films I seem to like, but I can appreciate why they're there and why they're recognized the way they are, but they just kind of don't fall to my taste, I don't think.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and it's I definitely, like The Help. That was a very mainstream. If someone told me that like you got to really watch this movie and tell me like, oh yeah, you got to check it out, they'll know you love it, and I'm like, all right, I'll but I don't really go out looking for Oscar movies and kind of forcing myself. If I'm forcing myself, then I'm not really. Kind of
going with an expectation that it's going to be difficult to meet or achieve, I think. What about, have you ever seen a film that you really loved and then you've gone to rewatch it and you're like, actually, that's not very good, or that's not as good as I remember it being?
Maybe that I loved it then watched back. Not really, actually. No. There's nothing I can really tear apart. Like, I not really, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's a film you went to see, and you're kind of hesitant about seeing it, but then you saw it and you were like really pleasantly surprised and were actually super glad you'd seen it in the end?
I think I went with my friends. Recent one, with Pam and Emma, and they said something about a green book. Is it called?
Yeah.
Book? Yeah. And,
I think I know the one you're talking about. The Mahershala Ali film.
Yeah, that one. And it was about the classical pianist, and he had to tour that one. Yeah, and they, like I said, they were just saying, hey, you gotta come watch it, and I'm like, oh no. When I looked at what the trailer looked like. Not the trailer, like a poster of it, and I went, and then I absolutely loved it. I thought it was like up there as one of like classic films. Like everything about it, it was the two cultures coming together, the clash of the cultures, and how he fought his right to perform. And I just thought, and there was music.
I
loved the movie. That's probably my favorite one I've seen recently.
I'm pretty sure that is an Academy Award winning.
Oh, well, there you go.
As well, like I think it's like it's either a Best Picture winner or it's definitely a nominee. I'm fairly sure it's a winner though. But I agree, that is actually a really good one.
Yeah, it was about time we saw a movie like that. It's been a while. Hidden Figures was up there as well, but I like seeing these movies. That was a true story, I think. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. I think it is based. Yes, it is, because I can actually remember when it came out, there is some sort of controversy about how someone is portrayed. I'm not sure if it's the bodyguard or the pianist, however they're portrayed in the movie. The family of them had some sort of argument or something came out. I can remember that, but I can't remember exactly the story. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a good one.
What's a film that you saw and you really liked, but just seeing it the once was enough? You probably won't come back to it. We were talking about this earlier, actually. I think you just said one. It was the Once We Were Warriors, maybe.
Yeah, that was it, but not in the terms of like just like not watching it again. I think that really just was like, nah, I can't watch that. But I think, I think what's Godzilla, like those. I think those kind of stories I just kind of watch once and I'm like, yeah, all right, it's just like a go out one night, just a feel good movie, just to go, yep, but I wouldn't like watch it again.
We'll jump onto your third trailer, and your third trailer is The Wedding Singer.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're flying at 26,000 feet, moving up to 30,000 feet, and we got clear skies all the way to Las Vegas. And right now we're bringing you some in-flight entertainment. One of our first-class passengers would like to sing you a song inspired by one of our coach passengers. And since we let our first-class passengers do pretty much whatever they want, here he is.
I wanna make you smile whenever you're sad. carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I wanna do is grow old with you. I'll get you medicine when your tummy aches. Build you a fire if the furnace breaks. Oh, it could be so nice growing old with you.
I'm just a huge fan of Adam Sandler. I think he's a crack up. I'm like his movies from the start of, from Happy Gilmore to Billy. Oh gosh, I've just gone blank.
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Like we're not expecting to see him getting an Oscar. Like, yes, but we need Adam Sandler's to do these films just to have laughs, just a feel good movie. And I think that's what The Wedding Singer is. And The Wedding Singer, like the score of the movie, like the soundtrack was like from every song he put in that movie was just the best.
Yeah.
I only found out Journey was playing violin not long ago, like in the wedding at the opening.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I was like, that's Journey. I didn't even notice it because it's just, I was like,
it's just one that you probably saw before you heard the song, maybe, and I think never associated it with being an actual song outside of it. Yeah,
I think I didn't know the song. That's probably why I didn't pick it up.
Yeah,
like especially halfway through the movie, those 80s classic rock songs and like ballads and power ballads he puts in, and then he's also like that his original song he sang in the plane. I don't know. I think I love the chemistry between Drew and him.
And they obviously did too, because they went on to make like 2 more movies, 50 First Dates and Blended. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Love Blended.
So I think they like working together, and I guess we as an audience appreciate it too, because they've gone back to do it enough times, and hopefully they do it again, because I agree they're really good on-screen couple for sure.
No, it's just like this is the whole movie. I've watched that a billion times.
Yeah,
it's one of my all-time favorites, go-tos. It's
for sure. Do you want to hear some trivia on this one?
Oh yeah, here we go.
This one shocked me because I didn't know that this actor was known as a script doctor, but Carrie Fisher and Judd Apatow spent about 6 months doing uncredited script work on the movie.
Way.
I did not know that. And Carrie Fisher's specific role was to make the character of Julia, make her a smarter woman and make the love scenes better, apparently.
I think they did an exact the right amount of what Drew is in the movie. Which I thought
was, but I was shocked that Carrie Fisher was somehow brought into. And apparently that's, if you actually look up a thing, she's an uncredited script doctor on a lot of like really well-known movies, but I had no idea that was even a thing that she did.
She needs to get her props.
So the title of the film is The Wedding Singer, but despite this, Robbie only sings at 2 weddings in the movie. He sings 5 songs total. The song he sang at the first wedding in the opening was You Spin Me Round by Dead or Alive.
That's right.
The second wedding, he sings Holiday by Madonna and Love Stinks by... And then the song Somebody Kill Me Please was sang at a wedding audition. Right. And lastly, Grow Old With You is sang on the airplane. But only 2 songs sang at a wedding.
At more weddings than him.
Yeah. There you go. You have to tell him. And the role of Glenn Goulia was written with Jim Carrey in mind.
No.
Yeah.
There you go. I was about to say Jim Carrey would be the replacement of Robin Williams in Jumanji, but I'm like, nah. I'm glad Robin Williams was it. But wow, this one, because Jim Carrey was the it.
At the time,
at the time, absolutely. And they all, wow, there you go.
Yeah, the amount of songs sang at weddings actually kind of shocked me. I was like,
so true.
I thought about it. I was like, hey,
who? Yeah, doesn't he sing that? Give me time, and then George is going to take over. Do you really want to hurt me?
Yes,
you suck. Love it.
All
Now
right,
I'm gonna go watch it.
do it. I've got a couple more, and then we'll
Oh,
jump
yeah.
onto your favorite film. In the biopic of your life, who plays you?
Oh, Usher. No. um. Oh, geez. Wow. Who would play me? Who would be out? I can't think.
So we're gonna have to go with Usher then, I think.
We're gonna have to go with Usher.
Yeah.
Or Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, either or. Yeah. Okay. Who is your favorite all-time character from a movie?
Character. Okay, I have to give props to Whoopi Goldberg in Ghost.
Okay.
I think she
okay.
she obviously won Best Supporting Actress.
Yep.
She she stole the movie. She stole the movie. And that's what happens when you're not when you're a supporting actress and when you steal scenes. That's a gift in itself, and that's how Hollywood stands out. That's how Rebel Wilson, like she wasn't even the main character, but she was a
supporting
character, and now she's and
leads in films and stuff.
Yeah, now she leads in films. But Whoopi Goldberg in Ghost, just everything from like Marley, you in danger, girl. Like her black kind of her just sass. It's like classic flames. Like
Loves it.
It's autumn sunrise. Damn it, what you do with your hair? It's like I signed the wrong name. Like, can I get this back? Like I can go on forever. She
all day
owned the movie. Like that's
very good. Do you have a favorite filmmaker? Like if you know they're making a film, you're going out to see it regardless of what it is.
I do like Michael Bay. See, I do like my action movies. I like my Transformers. I just think I just like good movies. It doesn't matter who makes them.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with the Michael Bay one. That one's really good. I think that's a great one. What do you think has the best ending of a film?
Oh, like I said, I'm going back to the classics. I'm trying to think of the classics. Great ending to a film. Oh, geez, that's a hard one because I can't think on the spot, man. Oh my gosh, there's too many. Jumanji, yes, that's another good one.
Yeah,
like the roll the dice, and then everything just comes back to normal. And I love how they brought it back to the future, and then she was pregnant, and then they were saying, "Oh, we might go to the," and they're like, "No." I like it. I like it when movies kind of flip the script and change the future. Yeah,
sure. No, nice. Yeah. All right, let's jump on to your favorite film now, which is, drum roll, please. It's Coming to America.
Halt! You dumb fuck! Take us to Queens at once.
You guys want to go to Queens? A couple rich fellas like you should be in Manhattan. Stay at the Waldorf or the Palace.
The Palace sounds good. Take us there.
No, I want Queens. And we're not rich. We're ordinary African students. Whatever you say, pal. What part of Queens you want?
Take us to the most common part.
That's easy. There's one thing Queens has got a lot of. It's common plots.
What does dumb fuck mean?
And I even worn my Akeem shirt.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Oh, my goodness.
Tell me about this one, man. Why is this one?
Now, if you know
number one
me,
to you,
you would know on my social media every Halloween for my 30th I went as Prince Akeem. And I had the whole the lion skin and and then recently I went to a Halloween, but I also wore it when I was on a TV show on Channel 7. I went as Prince Akeem. Everyone can tell I'm a pretty diehard fan. So look, it's just like I said, a classic old school film. Grew up watching it. That's, another family favorite.
Yep.
Eddie Murphy's just, oh my goodness, brilliant. Senior Hall, the duo together is just like, my goodness.
Did you the second one that came out last year? Did you rate that one? Did you see that one? Yeah, should have just left it at one.
It was good for what it was, but I downloaded it on Prime. What do you call it? Amazon, and I think it was just I knew that it would never ever be close to what the classic is, and I knew that for sure. And I think people were begging over the years, like, do a Komit Levi 2, but I'm like, you got to think about it, like, you're not gonna, they're not gonna be able to try and do something as good as the first one, because that's what people want. And then and this is what happens. And I think it was all right. I think it was a good laugh. But I only watched it once.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I never watched it again. It's where Coming to America, you can just watch over and over and over.
Is that one you probably come back to at least once a year? Like
all the time, not even once a year. I watch it a couple of times. Nice. Here and there, like if I'm scrolling through and then
it's on, you'll just stick and watch it till the end. Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. I agree.
That was a long movie as well, wasn't it? It was like 2
coming. It's almost 2. I'm pretty sure when I looked it up today, or it's a little bit over, perhaps. Give me 1 sec. Let's double check. Coming to America. It's 2 hours, 1 hour 57.
Okay, there you go.
So that's This was the first time Eddie Murphy did what ended up becoming his trademark, which was portraying multiple characters in the same film.
There you go.
Which I didn't realize was the first one, but I was like, actually, I guess I had to start somewhere.
And what a movie to start.
Exactly. John Landis, who's the director, and Eddie Murphy didn't really get along when they made the film. But apparently they reconciled for the film Beverly Hills Cop 2, which came out in 1994, so about 6 years later. But apparently during making this, they were kind of not seeing eye to eye all the time.
I've been hearing a lot of stories about back in the 80s and 90s that cast members hated each other. And as soon as the director says action, they're like it's like they were like in love, like Dirty Dancing. I heard that they hated each other. Yeah, and then Patrick pulled her aside and said, "Look, we got to do this for the film. It's for," and then she's like, "Oh," and they agreed. And then isn't that weird? But look, it worked.
It's strange, and it definitely worked. Yeah, like that film is like that shows up on a lot of people's top film list and quite regularly too. And I think it's like a testament to it that it's still so fondly remembered when it came out in 88. And now people we're talking about it right now in 2021. Like it obviously stands the test of time, which I think is terrific.
Yeah.
I've got 2 more bits for you.
All right.
If you are interested.
Okay. Yes.
This one is I've used your top 4 films. Okay. And I've intentionally picked out one really bad 1-star review. But I've removed references as to what movie it is.
Okay.
So I want you to try and have a guess at what film it might be.
Okay.
And then I want you to defend it from this 1-star review. Okay.
All right.
So this movie's review's title is "Worst Movie I've Ever Seen." It was a god-awfully cold day at camp in 2000, and instead of swimming, I went to the camp's dining room to see this movie. I wish I went swimming. Man, do I wish I went in that water instead. Not once did I appeal to any of the movie, except when the guy is pushed on the aeroplane. It had to be the worst movie of my life and the biggest waste of anyone's time. Nearly 5 years later, I'm still thinking about how much I hated this movie. If anyone thinks this movie rules, they will never be my friend, ever, even if there's a fire. How on earth would a director make such a worthless attempt at a movie?
So do I have to guess what movie that is?
What movie do you think that is?
Is it The Wedding Singer?
It's The Wedding Singer. I just realized that I left in the reference to the airplane, which I meant to pull out.
He definitely ripped that apart, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a proper go at that one.
Well, you can keep swimming in the lake because we don't need your ass.
Go back to the year 2000 and keep swimming.
And when you get married, you'll be like, oh, what wedding singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, grab an
Very
iPod
good.
and enjoy.
I picked this one primarily because I knew your occupation as a wedding singer. So I thought that one, you might appreciate that one.
I hope they don't show up at your wedding. No, I'm kidding. Maybe.
Very good.
I think I'm interested in, I think The Matrix 4. I think I haven't heard any other movies getting made at the moment that I know that's going to be coming. But Matrix. I had to go watch Matrix 1. I quickly went that morning to watch because I knew we were going to watch Matrix 2 in the cinema. Because all my brothers and them seen the first one. I was like, I can't go watch Matrix 2 and not see that. I wouldn't get a thing. Yeah. But
I think they just announced actually we're doing this on September 1, and pretty sure they just announced that it's called Matrix Resurrection, and I think it's March of next year or February next year it comes out, I think. But yeah, I agree. That one actually, I think that'll bring a lot of people back to the movies, and that's definitely one that I think if you're waiting for that to see it at home, then why bother? Yeah. Like that one needs to be seen on a.
Oh no, that's another thing. Like, we're stuck here at home, and I'm like, I don't want to watch these movies on my screen. Like, I want that big cinema experience with the popcorn and Maltese.
I also feel like too, watching it at home, like I'm so much more easily distracted. Like I feel if I go to the movies, I put my phone in my pocket and it stays there. Yeah. If I do it at home, I'm just looking up about the movie while I'm watching it and stuff.
And you put the subtitles on, so you're reading the most of the movie.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, what's a snack? And you're in the kitchen. And
Exactly. No, that's it, man. I really appreciate you coming on. Thanks so much. That was really good. I hope you had fun.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for having me. This was heaps of fun. Oh, you know me. Good. I love talking about movies.
Yes. Awesome. If people disagree with your taste in movies, where can they reach out to you and give you a piece?
They can put funds in my account at my social media, just Komiti, Komiti music, and Instagram and Facebook. That's it. Yeah, and hopefully I get to go to a wedding to sing.
Before the end of the year, that would be terrific. Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Awesome. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Bottomless Popcorn. For bonus content, news, and upcoming guests, follow us on Instagram at Bottomless Popcorn Pod. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. If you'd like to contact the show, you can email us at bottomlesspopcornpod@gmail.com. And be sure to leave a review of your own favorite film wherever you listen to podcasts.